In this training video, we'll be going over how to schedule a Profile XT in your Profile Assessment Center. We'll begin from the home page. First, go to the Schedule tab at the top, click on it, and go to Schedule New Candidates by Assessment. Once you click on this, you'll be brought to your Schedule New Candidate by Assessment page. This is a 4-step process. Follow each step one by one, as each step will key off the next. The first thing to do is select the Profile XT in the drop menu. Now, we need to enter our candidate's information. The only fields that are required is first name, last name, and email. You can tell that by the red asterisk. You may enter an ID, middle name, phone number, as well as select different languages. These are entirely optional. We'll first enter the first name, last name, and email address. You also have the option to send a copy of an invite to me or send the invite to me only. Normally these will just be left blank. Once you have your candidate's information, click Add to List. Once you click that, notice it is cleared from the top and is added down below. You do not need to select this down here. The only reason to select it is if you made a typo in order to delete it. You may now add another candidate if you had one for that same position. You may do up to 99 candidates at one time in this fashion. We're only going to be scheduling Mr. Sam, so we'll go down to the next option. This is the options section. First, you have your days to complete. This will default to 90. The maximum is 90, the minimum is 2. I recommend leaving it at 90 because if they do go past the days to complete and you do decide you want to let them have a little bit longer, you'll have to go back into the system and reschedule them. Next is the performance model. What position is this candidate for? Mr. Sam is applying for a widget vendor, so we will go ahead and select that now. Notice the blue stays around the position. Be sure you click on the position. Next is the sent from name. This will default to the name for your user. And what this is who does the invitation look like it will come from. I do want the invitation to look like it comes from me, so I'll leave my name. If I wanted to put somebody else, I could simply enter their name. I also have a reminder section. Again, sent from name will be me. After, how many days? The default will be 7. You can set this anywhere between 2 and 97. 7 to 5 days tends to be the best. Once you have completed this area, you may move on to the last. This is the email reports. The first and the most important is send email upon completion. What this means is after this candidate completes the assessment, do you want an email? If you do, click yes. This will give you your entire report page. Sent from name, who did these reports look like they will come from? As well as to and carbon copy fields. This will always default to the email address associated to your user. If you want these to go to somebody else, enter them in the to. You may also enter somebody else in the CC field. Once you have filled that out, go to the attachment section. These are all of the available reports for the Profile XT that can be automatically generated. There will be a following video explaining each one of the reports, when and how to use it. The 3 most common reports is the performance model comparison, the interview guide challenge areas, as well as the summary graph. You may select on multiple reports by clicking on the check mark to the left. So we'll go ahead and add those 3 reports now. Once you have the reports or report that you want, be sure to click the Add Reports button. If you do not click that, it will not actually add any reports. Notice this error. What this is simply saying is that if you have a small size limit on your email, it is possible for these to bounce. This is generally not an issue, but if you do suspect that you are not getting reports for this reason, contact me. I will click yes, because I'm sure I want to add these reports. Notice all of them are here. Again, as with the scheduling, we do not need to select these unless we want to delete them. The last is the send individual report upon completion. What this is if you want to send the candidate their own report after they complete the assessment. We normally do not recommend this on external candidates. However, that option can be used on internal candidates or people that you're doing this for a job study or a culture study. If you have any questions about that, do not hesitate to give us a call and we can walk you through whether you should or should not do that. Ultimately, that report can always be generated later. Now let's give it a little overview and look again and make sure we have everything we need. We're scheduling a Profile XT for Sam Sample. He's applying to be a widget vendor. The invitation will go out. It will come from me, and a reminder will come from me after 7 days. Once he has completed the assessment, the reports will come from me to my email address. And these 3 reports is what will come. If I'm happy with that, then you may click on the gray Continue button on the right. Congratulations, scheduling is complete. We have now successfully scheduled Mr. Sam Sample to take a Profile XT. That concludes this training video. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to let us know. Thank you.